How do you have so much energy all the time? This is a question that I get asked all the time, and it's really so simple. It's so simple, and I want everybody to be able to feel energetic and full of life all the time because it feels great. Okay, so people see me running around in the hills like an idiot, and then later in the day I'm playing with the dog and I'm just full of energy all the time. Well, actually, first of all, let's be honest here. I'm not always full of energy. Later in the evening, when it's time to wind down for bed, I'm much lower on the energy levels, okay? And that's actually what you want. You want to have an optimized circadian rhythm where you get up in the morning, your energy levels rise, then you have stable energy throughout the day, feeling great, feeling full of vibration and just having to get up and go to exercise, do your work, whatever it is you need to do, just having that inside you. You've got that inside you already, but what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to give you the little things to think about that may be things you can put into practice. Okay? Things to try out. Just try them out. Try them out and then let me know in the comments your results, because I'd be very interested to hear how you get on after trying these things out. I'm fairly confident if you try them, I'm fairly confident you will notice your energy levels soar to a new height. Okay? And if you find this information useful, please don't forget to like the video and share it with any of your friends and family that you think may find this useful as well. So I'm going to keep this nice and short and get to the point. And there are a couple of different little principles here, but the main overarching principle is honesty. Okay? Being honest with yourself is going to be the first step, because if you're not being honest with yourself about the choices that you're making day to day, then you're probably not going to make the right choices to get your energy levels optimized. Okay, so honesty is going to be key here. You have to be honest with yourself about these things I'm about to discuss. You have to be honest where you are in relation to these things, okay? So the first thing is rest. In order to have lots of energy, we have to rest properly. It's a balance. It's yin and yang. There's a seesaw here, okay? You can't be constantly go, 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 go all the time. I mean, it may look like that. It may look like I am go, go, go all the time, but I am sleeping. I'm getting good quality, deep sleep, usually 8 hours, sometimes 9 hours if I can. Every night consistently at the same time every night, okay? And I'm doing lots of other things to help optimize my deep sleep scores, my REM sleep. And I'm not going to go right into that discussion in this video. I can create a video on how to optimize your sleep at a later date, if that's something of interest to you. If it is, let me know in the comments. And optimizing this is going to be pivotal in how you're going to feel on a day-to-day basis. Because if you're not resting, you're just going to burn out. You're just not going to be able to perform and have the same amount of energy that you want day after day after day. Okay? So that's key. Secondly, what are you putting into your body? Okay, so we're thinking about nutrition here. We're thinking about good quality whole foods. Are you consuming good quality whole foods, or are you consuming processed junk? Because if you're consuming processed junk, you are not going to be getting in the nutritional contents that you need to be vibrant and full of energy. You need to be making sure you're putting the right fuel in your body, and with that comes water as well. You need to be making sure you're drinking pure, clean, good quality water, not just some crap that comes out the tap, okay? And also, what else are you putting into your body that's not nutrition? So think about what you could be putting in that may be detrimental to your energy levels. Drugs, perhaps. So yes, caffeine's a drug. Alcohol's a drug. Many people are on pharmaceutical drugs, which can definitely affect your energy levels. So let's start with caffeine, okay? So without going into too much detail, caffeine is a drug which is widely accepted in society as perfectly normal with no real concerns, okay? And if you consume caffeine in moderation, 1 cup of coffee a day or a couple of cups of green tea, then that's okay. I still recommend you take a 1 week to 2 week break every sort of 6 to 8 weeks or so. Take a break from caffeine, as it will over time. It really is putting a lot of strain onto your adrenals, and you don't want to create a dependency on anything. Okay, you want to observe how you feel when you're not using caffeine, because it really amazes me the amount of people that consume caffeine to their own detriment. They don't even realize that it's actually doing them no good. They think it's making them feel good, but it's not helping them, because many people get jittery, anxious. Many people get real energy highs and lows, which is the subject of this video, is how to improve your energy. So caffeine doesn't give you energy. This is a complete misconception. Caffeine is a trade-off, okay? It increases your energy levels, but then afterwards, you're going to have to pay that back. And that's when you get like a caffeine crash or a come down. Okay, so be very honest with yourself. What is your caffeine consumption like? Are you consuming too much coffee? If you are, just try cutting it back a little bit and then just have a week off. Please, just try that. Just try. It may sound like it's impossible. Oh, I'm not giving that. Well, that's an addiction then. And you don't want to have addictions in your life, because that's not going to give you energy. That is going to bring your energy levels down. Trust me, I was a big coffee drinker. I've been through phases in my life where I'm drinking 3-4 cups of coffee in the morning, okay? And then drinking a coffee before hitting the gym. And it feels okay. It's manageable for a certain period of time. But as time goes on, you won't realize this, but as your dependency increases and as your tolerance to caffeine becomes more effective over time, you're just not going to get the same effects, but it's still going to be burning out your energy systems. Okay, so that's caffeine. Alcohol again, yep, people drinking too much alcohol, that's going to affect your energy levels. That's going to be another trade-off, majorly. Like if you have a hangover, you know what it's like to have a hangover. It really will suppress your energy levels massively. And that can affect you for days and days and days, even weeks. You wouldn't believe the effects that alcohol can have on your body. It's a very, very big stress. So be very conscientious with yourself about the alcohol consumption, whether it's a daily thing or whether it's binge drinking at weekends. Be honest with yourself. Are you consuming too much alcohol? Is it affecting your energy levels? Is it affecting the way that you feel on a daily basis? If it is, it's your choice at the end of the day. You have to make a choice. Do you want to feel energetic, happy, and lively all the time? Or you just want to feel like that when you're out having a few pints and, you know, that's up to you. That's your choice. Okay. Pharmaceutical drugs. Prescribed drugs, non-prescribed, whatever. Most people are on some sort of prescription nowadays, okay, in the Western world. And most of these prescriptions are not necessary, okay? They're maybe necessary in some cases, but most of the time they are masking the symptoms to disease that people have, okay? And people have these diseases or these ailments, these whatever's going on, because of other factors, okay? Perhaps it's sleep, perhaps it's nutrition, perhaps it's too much caffeine, too much alcohol. These things are the root cause of the problem, and they need to be addressed before you start consuming pharmaceutical drugs. Okay? Pharmaceutical drugs may be necessary in the short term. They may be necessary if your doctor's prescribing you drugs. I'm not saying stop taking your drugs. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician. I'm just giving you advice from my research, my experience. And I know many people that have been on pharmaceutical drugs for various different disorders and diseases and stuff, and have completely came off them and are doing so much better because they're not getting the side effects from the drugs anymore. Okay, so that's something for people to explore on their own, with the help of a physician of some sort. But be very cautious with the way you're doing that. That can be a very dangerous area to go into, depending on what we're talking about here. So, but just being conscious and being honest with yourself about what are you consuming. Is this affecting my quality of life? Is this affecting my energy? So the third thing I want to talk about, so we've talked about rest, we've talked about what's going into your body. The third thing, and probably this is going to surprise you a little bit, is your mind. What's going on in your mind? Okay, so if you get up in the morning and you just go about your day, don't really have any kind of, no kind of plan, then that's fine. That's fine, okay? If you're content with that. But then you just kind of sit down and watch TV, or, you know, you're just mindlessly scrolling through social media and just wasting time. You know, no real direction, no purpose, not exercising because your mind's not in the right place, because you don't have these goals set and stuff. Then that's going to put your mind into a low vibrational state, into a low energy level. However, if you have set yourself goals, okay, you get up and you've got a plan for the day, you've got things you want to achieve, you've got people you want to help, okay, that's one of the main things that gives me energy, is I want to help people. That's why I'm creating this video. That's why I do my coaching, okay? So when I help one of my coaching clients out, it really gives me so much energy. I'm like, yes, it's like, it gives you energy because your mind is a big part of this. Your mind is a big part of this. Because you may feel like you've got low energy, but you've got all the nutrition in your body, you're resting properly, but if your mindset is not in the right place, you're not going to be able to utilize and tap into that energy effectively. So that's something to consider trying. If you've not got any goals, the new year's coming up, okay, I would recommend setting goals before the new year. I'd recommend setting them now, setting some real good SMART goals. Just the best way to set yourself goals, because a lot of people think, is to think, where do you want to be in a certain amount of time? Where do you want to see yourself in a year from now? Where do you want to see yourself in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, okay? Have a think about that, and have a think about some goals that maybe lead you in the right direction. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, okay? And just by setting some of these goals, it can be really helpful to help you get into healthy habits and making better decisions on a daily basis. Okay, so that's it, really. It really is about being honest with yourself. Are you looking after yourself and resting properly? Are you looking after yourself by putting the right stuff into your body? And are you looking after your mind? Okay, meditation, breath work, even things like ice baths. The mind and body is connected, okay? Energy makes you move and makes you do things, okay? But the mind is also doing that as well. It's all connected. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. Please, if you did, take a couple of notes about the things I've said and give them a try and let me know how you get on in the comments. Again, please like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe to the channel, and let me know what kind of content you want, I will create that content for you. And yeah, Get out and feel alive.